What's up, guys? It is I, your fantastic Nicolas Cage, the crazy one, your steward of Gondor, your genius, billionaire playboy, basic YouTuber philanthropist, SuperCliff. And please, would you kindly hit that like and subscribe button, for every little bit helps in this majestic, powerful, kung fu action-like YouTube world. And guys, we're going to be talking about the Shang-Chi trailer because, yo, it's dope. I just yelled right there, so yeah. Guys, this is the movie I've been waiting for since, it was actually on my birthday. It was a funny story. We were celebrating at a King's bowling alley, and that summer, it was at the San Diego Comic-Con where they announced like all the Phase 4 stuff, the upcoming TV shows. I knew a Shang-Chi movie was coming, but I didn't know it'd be called Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings. Oh, God. Before we even talk about the trailer, I love how this movie is giving us an Asian hero on screen. And I've yet to see an Asian superhero, of that matter, on a big movie screen. So that's really cool. It's a martial arts themed movie. We've had different styles of fighting combat. Like in The Winter Soldier, there's some dope choreography happening there between Steve and the Winter Soldier. And obviously Black Widow, she can fight as well. But this is the movie that was like, hey, if you like Mortal Kombat, if you like Street Fighter, hey, Marvel's giving it to you. So that's pretty cool. Also, it's a new character. It's funny because when you look back at Phase 1, it was really just an origin-based phase. And obviously, you had the Avengers in there. It was really, that was the first class, per se, of Marvel superheroes. And then you got their sequels in Phase 2, and you got introduced to the Guardians of the Galaxy and Ant-Man, but it was mostly the same people. And then Phase 3 is kind of when you got a lot new heroes. You got Spider-Man, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel. It was the second class phase of sorts. And now we are getting our third class. I know this is Phase 4, but just, in my own little mental contraption of a bubble of a theory I have going on here, that's what I'm thinking of. So there's that. I'm also hyped for it because it's going to redeem the Mandarin character. It's going to actually bring the real Mandarin back. Iron Man 3 really fucked me over mentally. I'm not going to lie. When I first saw that movie, I cried after because it was so bad. I was so disappointed. I was like, you guys, you had Ben Kingsley as the Mandarin. That was so cool. And he ended up like sucking, and he was just actually like a cocaine addict who needed money and a simple acting gig. And he had no idea he was working for a terrorist organization who wasn't even the Ten Rings. It was just a guy who got jaded. Fuck that movie. I digress. And it's also going to delve deep into the Ten Rings mythology within Marvel. The Ten Rings organization isn't really an organization in the comics like it is in the movies. The Mandarin, during his debut back in the 60s, he led a secret organization within China, but it was never called the Ten Rings. In fact, kind of like Sauron, he had 10 rings, and each ring had like a different effect, and just kind of took over. Now, a little backstory when it comes to the Mandarin's rings. The rings themselves, they were forged by the Makluans, which are essentially space dragons in the Marvel Universe, and Fang Foom, he's one of them. So, there's that. I also assume that Fang Foom will appear in this, like at the end, at the last battle. My theory is that Shang-Chi's dad, who's the Mandarin in this, which is not like in the comics, but I'll do a different video down the road explaining Shang-Chi's origins. But Shang-Chi's dad, the Mandarin, he probably wants Chang to take up the mantle and resurrect Fang Foom to take control of the world and bring order. And Chang is like, nah, dude, I like taking selfies and driving cars with my friends. And clubbing, there's that. But yeah, damn, this trailer was awesome. It was so good. The movie's gonna be about how a son cannot, no matter how talented or skilled the son is, he's unable to meet his father's expectations. And I think what's interesting is like, obviously in the trailer when it says, the Mandarin's like, I've given you 10 years, I would suspect that Shang-Chi during that 10-year period found his own humanity. He found himself, his true self, and not the killer that his dad raised him up to be. And so I guess whatever the circumstances of the Mandarin wanting Chang to come back to the organization, that's going to collide with Chang's newly adopted lifestyle that is the true Shang-Chi. And it's definitely going to touch on those themes of father and son. And I like how they're combining a lot of Chinese mysticism within the, it's basically a combination of Marvel Studios, like Marvel Cinematic Universe traits, like the comedy and whatnot. And you got Shang-Chi, martial arts background, and you got a lot of Chinese mysticism involving the fantasy aspect of this movie. And so all that combined, plus with like the tigers, and I don't know if you guys noticed this, but the tigers in the trailer, they look exactly like the tigers. Like if you ever go to Chinatown, and like sometimes if you walk up a couple of steps, there's usually that tiger stone of sorts, that tiger statue. how bomb would it be if those tigers like were brought to life? The Mandarin just has a bunch of these tiger statues, and because his ring can just unlock these tigers to become real life tigers. They're tigers. It's awesome. Lions, whatever. Same thing. And God, it's just, oh my God, I'm getting like so much. I'm also getting a lot of Raya in the first, what's that movie? The recent movie from Disney that just came out, Leia the Last Dragon. I think that's what it's called. I'm sorry if I'm messing that title up. I'm also getting Mulan vibes too. Not the new one, because that movie's garbage, but just Mulan in general. I'm also getting Ghost of Tsushima vibes as well. I don't know why. Maybe because of that ninja, even though like ninjas are not a part of Japanese culture. Actually, Japanese samurai despise ninjas, but that's not the point. I'm also a big fan of the actor, Simu Liu. He played a guy. Sorry, this is a video on the spot right now, but he's in that show. It's on Netflix, Kim's Convenience. It's a Canadian sitcom show, The Son of a Dad, which also has a similar structural theme of father and son relationship. I mean, not like extreme like this, where like, hey, the father's like a global terrorist. No, not like that. But the guy, his father in the show runs a convenience store, and the son is, it's the same father and son theme. And I'm really excited because like this guy, Simu Liu, seems like a really chill dude. He's definitely, you can tell that he worked hard for this movie. The director, Destin Cretton, he directed that movie, Just Mercy, with Michael B. Jordan. Really good movie. Really, really good movie. He touched on those dramatic beats flawlessly. And the action in this, the choreography, the way the neon lights are being set to enhance the fighting scenes, it's awesome. And can we just talk about that Razor Fist is in this? Awesome. Like, if you were to tell me back in my old day when I was a kid, hey, Nick Clifford, 6-year-old Nick Clifford, there's gonna be a character called Razor Fist based on the Marvel comic of Shang-Chi in the Marvel Studios movie, and I would have told you, what? Who? What? Awkwafina's in this. She's clearly going to be the comedic role, which is cool. I mean, we need that. And yeah, besides the fact that this movie's going to be action-packed and just filled with martial arts, kung fu madness, the part of the trailer that really hooked me when we see Chieng as a limo driver. He's not being served. He's not giving orders. He's serving a client. He's serving a customer. Like on the spot, you see Shang-Chi in the trailer and he's remembering his past, and it's obviously troubling because he got abused and was trained to become an assassin, a weapon, but immediately you switch into his current state where he's at. He's basically just a hotel valet driver. And that's just so, like, that's so human. I don't know. I just got so, like, that's a guy, that's a person whose life is not perfect. Duh. But he's living an everyday life. Marvel's able to do that so well. And I'm just, overall, I'm really excited for this movie. It looks awesome. Doesn't seem to have a lot of CGI, except for like those battle scenes. I'm hoping that the martial arts scenes, like the kung fu, whatnot, that's not CGI. It's just really well choreographed. Maybe I understand the CGI moments, like the truck at the end, like that's cool. But like if they can use CGI and combine amazing choreographed skills, this movie's gonna be dope. I can't wait for people to see it because I'm already hyped. I know the character. I've been reading Jim Starlin's, Steve Englehart's run of the character from the 70s and 80s. It's really good. You should definitely check that out if you want to know more about the character. But I would highly suggest you guys check out Gene Lu Liang's recent miniseries. And I would also say, hey, get hyped. He's getting his new ongoing series this May, which I cannot wait for. I'm really excited. And yeah, you guys should be excited too. Hopefully this movie kicks it out of the park, because I definitely think it will. Yeah, that's my speech. That's my TED Talk. So yeah, guys, hope you're all having a great day. I'm going to try and post some videos this week. But in college, there's a thing called finals. And I'm in that era right now. And it sucks. If there's no extra video this week, just keep that in mind. But until then, guys, if you like what you see /here, hit that like and subscribe button. Follow me Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. And I'll see you all next time. Peace. Kisses.